Hey, this is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is the Expecting Aerialist, now with the Digitent Network. How's it going, guys? Hope you're having an amazing week. Before we get started, yes, what would you like to say?
Well, you guys almost did it out me.
We almost did it without you. What would you like to say to the listeners?
I when my mom would go to work, but I like when she go to work because it's not fun when she go to work.
Yeah, it's not fun when I go to work.
And then I had to hang out with Papa, and then no one can play with me.
Okay, can I finish? Thank you. All right, lots of stuff going on to Wrap Your Head Around Silks. Roll it out Mondays and Thursday evenings. We hit the mat together, virtual 60-minute live rolling class, foam rollers and balls. Teacher training. We've got an aerial rehab course that you can take from the comfort of your own home or home studio. Hold on, Bean, hold on. We've got a regular course and a free mini course. All right, today we have Crissy Jung. She is a straps aerialist out of the Phoenix area, and she is in her third trimester, about 4 weeks from her due date. So she tells us all about getting pregnant. She struggles with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and she had to go on medications for her even to ovulate. So they went through a journey trying to get pregnant. She is also a straps coach, and she's been coaching her students throughout her pregnancy. It's a great story and so fun to meet Crissy. Let's get started. Crissy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really good. Thanks for having me on here. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, I love the hair.
Oh, thanks. I just got it done. I figured I would get my hair done before the baby comes in about 4 weeks. So
Oh my God, you're like in the thick of it.
I am. Yes. I'm actually 36 weeks today.
Crissy, how do you feel?
Oh boy. I feel a lot of interesting aches and pains I have not felt before, which is interesting. I've been feeling a little back pain. My feet hurt, like sensations that I just never felt before. And I'm a pretty petite person. I'm only 4'11", so all this extra weight just feels enormous, as with any pregnant person, I'm sure.
Yeah, but when you're not tall, you just feel horizontal.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like I'm getting wider and wider. It's like the same as my height at this point. Just like a big square.
And so I assume this is your first pregnancy because these are all new feelings.
Yes.
And how old are you right now?
I'm 33 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just 2 years under that line of geriatric pregnancy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I know that phrase is always so funny to me. It's like 35 isn't old, but they love to label it.
They love to label it, and then of course, 50 is the new 35. So
right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Back. So you're in your third trimester. Were you guys planning to get pregnant?
We planned a little bit. I actually have polycystic ovarian syndrome, so PCOS. So we've been trying probably for the last couple of years, and I had to take certain medications to basically inspire my body to have an ovulation cycle, because with PCOS, ovulation becomes really challenging. So we tried for a couple of years, and every time you try like a cycle of these medication, it takes anywhere between 2 to 3 months because of you have to basically take it and wait for the whole cycle to occur and see what happens. And then we kind of took a pause in 2023 because we had to take care of my husband's father, who was in hospice care at the time. So we just focused on him and took care of him for a while. And after he passed away, I actually spontaneously got pregnant just a few weeks after that. So it was really interesting timing. It felt a little bit like a gift from my father-in-law that we had this baby.
Well, and probably stress is involved.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely.
So how long did it take total to get pregnant, you think?
Oh gosh, I think we tried about five or five cycles or so of the medications. I can't remember what they're called right off the top of my head, but we did try about five cycles, and I would say that took about a year and a half or so.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've been together for a very long time. My husband and I, we've been married since 2016, and we've been together since 2011. So this is something that we've been contemplating for quite some time.
Okay. And before you got pregnant, how long have you been in your, sorry, listeners, I'm shoving food in my face because that's how this life is going. Multitask.
Yes, got to do what you got to do.
How long had you been already in your aerial practice before pregnancy?
I started aerial back in 2016. I kind of jumped around from apparatus to apparatus, starting off on silks and then doing dance trapeze. And now I primarily focus on straps. And I've been doing straps for, I would say on and off for the past like 5-ish years or so.
Oh my God, look at my face. I wish you guys could see my face. Because whenever somebody decides that straps is their primary apparatus, I feel like you're an alien to me. This is so hard.
It is a very challenging apparatus. I think it takes a certain type of masochism to really love it.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, silks hurts, but like, it's like silks and hammock are like a cloud of fuzziness compared.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some challenging things about silks, in my opinion. Like I have a love-hate relationship with silks for sure, but it's interesting because of the nature of silks. There's actually a lot of translation between straps and silks. It's just with straps, you can't step on the straps, so that's a little bit of a negative. Everything has to come from your upper body, so it's fun stuff.
Was inverting something that was really hard for you at the beginning, or no?
Oh yeah. So inverting, I feel like at about 20-ish weeks, inversions just became a huge challenge. It didn't feel great to invert at that point. And during my straps training throughout my pregnancy, I've definitely had to make pretty big modifications, especially since straps is so core heavy. It's so upper body heavy. I think by the time my 23rd week in my pregnancy came around, I just completely stopped doing full inversions. I did a lot of bent arm inversions and like maybe tuck positions or skin the cats at the most. But really dialed back. I just mainly did like a modified calisthenics straps training.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Thanks.
I give it to you.
I will give credit where credit's due. I have an amazing virtual straps coach, Straps Ninja, David Gray. He just had a baby not too long ago as well, so he's very familiar with the process of pregnancy. He's been helping me make all the modifications and keeping me at least on some kind of conditioning track. And that's been actually really, really helpful, especially on those days where you just don't really feel like doing anything because you're pregnant.
Yeah, so Straps Ninja, he's out of Vegas, right? Because I see his posts all the time. That's amazing that you can have access to a teacher in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's really cool. So I'm based in Phoenix, Arizona, and we don't have we have a very big straps community. We have a lot of people interested in it, but we have no not a lot of coaches that can teach it. So all of us.
I want you to look at this this yogurt mustache.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's very iconic. It looks very picturesque.
Well, so the struggle right now is that she had an ear infection diagnosed on Thursday of last week, but she has 10 days of antibiotics to do, which means it's hard to get a 4-year-old to want to take antibiotics, especially after she's already feeling better.
Yeah.
Dang. Right? Can you go take the rest of your syrup?
No.
It's disgusting, right? It's bubblegum tasting. Ooh.
I want ice cream biotic.
She wishes it was ice cream.
I wish it was ice cream for you too. I don't know who decided bubble gum was a good flavor, but
We have like 3 to 4 days left of it, and oh my goodness, it is a fight.
oh yeah, I bet. I'm glad she's feeling better though.
Yeah, she said her ear was aching a little yesterday, so it's not all the way gone. But Bean, go.
I had a sharp pain yesterday.
She did. She had a sharp belly pain, and we're wondering if it's the meds because that's the only new part. So hey, go finish your medicine and your breakfast. Yeah, I mean, even in LA, we have at the studio 1, 2, 3 straps instructors, but I think that's really rare because it's a very specific thing.
It is very specific, and I even doing it the past 5 years and learning from various traveling coaches who come through Arizona, um, there's just so much to learn about straps and so much so many different styles. Like there's like the Chinese style, there's like the Montreal style, and it's interesting to try to learn all of those at once. So I feel like the most amount of growth I had in my straps journey was actually in this past year, working with David because I was able to get a virtual lesson with him. Before that, it was kind of like, luck of the draw. Like if someone was traveling in, I could train with them. I could ask questions to various coaches online. But yeah, accessibility is a big challenge for straps for sure.
And where are you in Arizona?
So I live in Phoenix, Arizona. And then I go to a studio. We pretty much only have like a couple of studios in the valley. Arizona Circus Center is the primary one that I coach at and train at.
Yeah, and you're in a big city. It's not even
Mhm.
like you're in a small city. It's just
No,
that, it's a very, very niche thing. So, okay, did you suffer from any nausea and stuff the first trimester?
I've had a very privileged pregnancy. It's been a fairly smooth ride. The first trimester, I had very minimal nausea, and the only thing that rectified it was if I ate something. So I was eating a lot in my first trimester. Um, and that was both helping my extreme fatigue because I think the exhaustion part was just um, the most severe symptom I experienced. It was really hard for me to wake up in the mornings, just hard to get going. Um, and so I would eat a lot, and that would kind of help with my energy and help with any symptoms of nausea, and it would go away. Um, but but yeah, that exhaustion was just it destroyed me the first trimester, that's for sure.
Yeah, and do you have a 9 to 5 type of situation?
I do. I work as a paralegal at a law
Okay.
firm.
Okay.
So that is my 9 to 5. We weren't actually planning on getting pregnant last year. So I was actually part-time in school as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was a very busy year in 2023. So it was interesting to try to do my 9 to 5 as well as finish my I was doing a certificate program to for geographic information systems, which is basically like creating fancy maps for people. Um, and then also trying to navigate my pregnancy, and yeah, it's been a journey.
Were you able to complete that certification?
Yes, I did. I completed in December, so thank God.
I can't do the math. When did you get pregnant?
So I got pregnant probably sometime in June. And then we found out um yeah, early June, and then we found out late June, I want to say.
Pregnancy lasts so long.
It
Like I'm thinking to
does.
myself, like, oh, it must have been in September. No, that doesn't add up. It's so long. Are you enjoying your pregnancy?
I do actually. I really liked my second trimester. I will say that.
Okay, sure. Yeah, yeah, a little
Like,
easier.
yes, first trimester, obviously I was very excited. But I was just so tired that it was like, oh, I can't do anything. And then second trimester came along. I felt amazing. You weren't, I didn't feel too heavy or large. I could still do some stuff on straps, and get up and breathe. And now in third trimester, it's a bit of um just trying to manage the big belly that I have and trying to make sure I can breathe in certain positions. So yeah, I think that's third trimester has been fun because you have that big nice belly that you can kind of show off. But the breathing aspect is one thing that is interesting.
Well, you are height-wise a little shorter than me. I'm 5'1". And I also don't have a lot of space between my rib cage and my hips. So she literally lived on the outside of my body.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was no like big cave for her to live in my body. And I feel like if you don't have length, it's just a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Do you feel the same
absolutely.
way, or do you
I,
feel like there's space inside?
I definitely feel the same way. Like there's just no room for the baby to go except for out. And
Yeah.
so I look at like my side view compared to like a couple of my other friends who are also
Yeah.
pregnant, and because they're taller, it's a little bit
Yes.
more elongated, but you can see my belly just protrude straight out. And I just feel like that contributes a lot to me wanting to um, like losing my balance and like trying to make sure that I'm, on my 2 feet and not too clumsy.
Crissy, I'll send you a picture of me the day before I gave birth from the side.
Oh my gosh.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, that'd be great. I would
It's
love to
fun.
see that.
So are you not training anymore?
You know, my training has dwindled quite a bit. So I actually do I do like straps conditioning modified, obviously, maybe like once a week. And then I also do dragon boat paddling, which is actually a very pregnant friendly exercise. And dragon boat is basically like this traditionally Chinese boat race festival, where you have this like 20 person boat, two people in each row paddling each side, and you basically race each other in these like very long boats with a little dragon head at the front. It's a really fun thing that we can do here in Tempe, Arizona, because we have this like lake and the weather's nice all year round. And so I've been trying to cross train a bit with dragon boat because you can sit, first of all, in the boat, so there's not a lot of standing up, doesn't hurt my pregnant feet, and a lot of the paddling requires a thoracic twist versus like a leaning forward.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a lot of like side leaning, and so with my big belly, that's actually pretty friendly because I can more so twist than having to lean forward and paddle with my arms, and I can still get some cardio in, still get some, mobility and strength training in with my arms and shoulders. So I've been doing a combination of dragon boat and aerial. I try to do dragon boat maybe like once or twice a week if I can.
Dude, you're killing it. So it's mostly obliques then. Obliques.
It's a lot of obliques. It's a bit of back, I would say. And you have to have some mobility for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you have to be able to spinal twist,
mm-hmm.
which is kind of challenging also if you're not that tall.
Yes, that is true.
I realized like way later than I wish I had, like why, like when I'm doing like basically a crunch, laying on my back, like I just, all my teachers are like, get your shoulders way off the ground. And I was like, my abs are strong. Why can't I do this? And then I realized like I can't even really do that shape standing.
Interesting.
And so like I look at my long clients and they're just like, they're not even as strong as I am. And they just have all this spinal length to come up.
Mm-hmm.
And like their bra line is off the mat and they're not even working that hard. I'm like, man, these genetics and this shit.
Yeah, it definitely makes a difference
Yeah.
when you're like around 5 feet tall, trying to harbor a whole live person in your belly and trying to move around and exercise. There's just so many anatomy things that are.
Yeah, and like eat and there's space in there and like, digestion, all this stuff. So, okay, here's my theory. My theory is the harder you work to get pregnant, the more gratitude and happiness you have during the pregnancy. That's my theory. Because I wanted to be pregnant and I wanted to have a kid. But honestly, compared to all the women that I've talked to, I had a very easy time getting pregnant, even though I was already 41 when I was pregnant. Because it was at the beginning of our relationship. We said, okay, we're just going to do it, not think about it. And it wasn't stressful. And, 6 months later, I'm pregnant. And it's like, I hated my pregnancy.
Oh, really?
I just hated the feeling of being pregnant. I said right before she was born, like, I just want my bodily autonomy. And my sister-in-law was like, I don't know if you understand that you're not going to have that. And I was like, later on, because like in her mind, she's like, your child is going to be at your hip. That's not what I meant. Like, I didn't mean that I didn't know that I was going to have to, like, literally take care of this kid. Like, she's still connected. Like, I feel like there's like a invisible umbilical cord. Mm-hmm. We sleep in the same bed. We take our showers together. She just started preschool at 4. Like, she's with me constantly, but it's not that. It's having my body free of the child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would agree that in your theory would apply to me in particular, just because it was so challenging for us to get pregnant. And, as an aerialist, I had concerns. Like, I had concerns about how pregnancy would affect my body, how my training would go. I was at a phase of my straps training where I was making the most amount of progress I've ever made. And then suddenly and unexpectedly, I got pregnant. And I think a lot of like my colleagues and my friends were concerned about how I would feel about that because they saw a lot of my progress and they were so happy for me. And they were concerned as to how I would feel about, my pregnancy and how that impacts and limits my training. And I think because it was so hard for us to get pregnant for a while, when we did find out we were pregnant, it was just like this wave of acceptance. Like, okay, this is the scenario. I'm pregnant. Let's, try to figure this out. I'll do as much as I can. There was a lot of like mental acceptance of the situation and what our future would hold. Yeah. And so for me, gratitude was a huge element throughout my pregnancy. I've been extremely happy and privileged that I haven't had a lot of negative symptoms. I have a coach that has coached pregnant women before on straps and just had a baby. Tons of, support from the community and it's just been a really positive process for me overall. And I think the only time I really started to feel that same kind of like, oh, I want my bodily autonomy back started in the 3rd trimester, like just a few weeks ago. Just because like it's harder for me to get comfortable with this like large belly and trying to find where I can rest, where I can breathe well and like sleep well. It really has impacted my sleep the past couple of weeks to have so much weight in the front of my body. And so I definitely empathize with the fact that, okay, I personally want my bodily autonomy back in terms of like just being able to move and function freely a bit. I am looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's a racket because everybody's like, sleep while you can. And you're like, I can't sleep in my 3rd trimester. It's so hard to get comfortable. You have to pee every couple hours in the middle of the night. It's very hard to get. Hey, what are you doing? Listen, I'm going to get your medicine and you're going to have it little by little while we're sitting here, okay? Okay?
I want you to bring my breakfast.
You want to finish your breakfast?
I just want to be here.
Well, I need you to finish your medicine. It's already halfway through the day. It's 10:25. You missed your dose last night because you fell asleep.
There.
Yeah, go. You want to take it yourself or you want me to help you?
I want medicine.
I know you don't want your medicine.
Oh
Oh my goodness.
gosh.
Not taking medicine, and I will be there.
Okay, you're gonna, you know what? You're gonna get like a grace period of 15 to 20 minutes because I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna give it to you. But I want you to go sit over there because you're distracting me.
But I want to hug you
Okay, all right. So stop distracting me and then we can stay here, okay?
together with no people.
No, Chrissy's here. She heard you. She's gonna be sad that you said that.
I'm very sad.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. I dreamt when I was in my last month, I dreamt of doing a pancake all the time.
Oh my
I,
gosh.
I wanted to just sit with my legs in a straddle.
I dream about good dreams when I was a pancake talk because I was with my mom and I had a different mama.
You have a different mama in your dream?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh. Wow.
That's a first. I'm gonna cry.
No, I didn't like that one because I didn't like it.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't like having another mama, because I'm your mama.
When I also had a
Okay.
good dream.
Okay. Listen, I gotta finish, okay? If you're gonna sit here, you have to listen, not talk, okay?
I
know. Okay. I used to dream of being in a pancake, stretching and laying on my belly because I'm such a belly sleeper.
Mm.
That was a thought that I had.
I was joking with some of my students last night that all I want to do is have just sit in a pike, just be able to touch my toes and stretch out my hamstrings. Like the day I can stretch out my hamstrings in a pike compression will be the best day of my life.
So you're a coach too.
Yes.
You're a coach too.
Mhm.
Have you been coaching this entire time? Do you plan on coaching through? And how are you doing it?
Yeah. So I'm pretty much the main straps coach along with one other instructor at our studio. And I have been teaching straps. I only teach 2 classes once a week. So it does kind of help with my schedule, that I can kind of just dish those out every Monday. And I do plan to continue coaching for the next 3 to 4 weeks, up until a week before my due date. And what has been interesting about coaching throughout the pregnancy process, especially with straps, I think I realized how much I relied on demoing in the class. So I've had to learn a lot of strategies and technique for verbal cues, and learn how to verbally describe what the students will need to do in terms of exercises. I'm really thankful that I was able to find this very posable yoga Barbie to bring into my classes, because I could at least, show the position of where the students need to be in certain poses, especially if form is super important, like for back flags, for example. This little posable Barbie doll is just a fun way for me to demonstrate without having to actually use my own body to show the skill. I had my students name her. We made it like a whole thing. We made it kind of fun too. The Barbie's name is Camilla. And it's been a really fun journey trying to figure out how to be an effective coach while pregnant, especially adapting from, going from just demoing to verbal cues and trying to make those adaptations to students of all levels.
Gymnastics coaches are famous for being like 80 years old, right? And like teaching like Olympic level gymnasts. So it's absolutely possible. I feel like maybe your students are a little bit more used to the idea, but like a lot of students come in, not my students because I train them on this. If it's a brand new student, I'm a visual learner. I'm like, that's just an excuse for not wanting to learn the skill of direction. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's super, it's lazy in a way that they don't realize it's lazy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did the same. I taught right up until my due date. And I think it's great for the students to learn that, to kind of be in a position where they are forced to learn through verbal cues. It makes them a
Yes.
better, performer.
Yes, I completely agree. I've noticed that I'm able to more quickly provide feedback and adaptations to the students. Like if they attempt a skill, I've learned and developed the skill now to provide immediate feedback without having to like demo, for example, or show the change in my physicality during class and spending all the time doing that. I can just give a quick, quip of, hey, this is what you need to adjust. Um, this is the why of why you need to adjust these things. And I've noticed that with the verbal cues, I've been able to describe the reasoning for a lot of these skills and a lot of why we want to have this good form. And um, it's been a really cool process. Honestly, I've learned a lot in my coaching. On and off for about, I want to say about 4 years. During the pandemic, obviously we took a break, um, but I jumped back into coaching regularly, probably within the past year and a half.
Oh my God, I love this. You're killing it, Crissy. Okay. Now, switching to the pregnancy stuff, are you a woman who has a birth plan of specificity, or is it just get this thing out of me?
Yeah, so actually, I did hire a doula. She's been really helpful in navigating what I need to do because I really didn't have a clue at the beginning of my pregnancy. So she has been helping me answer all my random questions that I have about pregnancy, what I can and can't eat, um, how to deal with like the emotional aspect of pregnancy. I think for me, the physical symptoms weren't very severe, but the emotional side of pregnancy and all those hormones were really strong. And it was hard for me to cope with at the beginning. So she was able to help me through with some affirmations, emotional affirmations, body positive affirmations for pregnancy. And she also helped me develop my birth plan as well. So I will be delivering at a hospital, but she will be there. And she even provides like a photography service for when the baby comes, and she'll be taking nice pictures of the newborn. So I'm pretty excited.
Do you know if you're having a boy or a girl?
Yeah, we're having a boy. We're going to name him Leto after the Dune series.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. My husband and I we're kind of nerds. We love the Dune books. So we just really like that name too.
I love this. And so you have 4 weeks. Are you heavily in your nesting phase?
Oh boy, yes. So we are actually in the middle of a house remodel as well. So
Woo!
yeah. So my nesting will occur probably in an Airbnb. And I've seen it done a few times online. Um, we'll make it work. But yeah, definitely can't be here while construction is happening. So we'll have to uh find an Airbnb. I'll probably stay there for like a month, maybe stay with like another family member if I need to stay somewhere longer. So, but we have like a a big list of things that we'll have to bring to the Airbnb, and we pretty much have all of our baby supplies, which is awesome. People have been very generous with their gifts, so uh, we are we are feeling pretty prepared.
How heavy, like, how deep is this house renovation? Like, what are you guys working on? And was it supposed to be done already?
Well, we were hoping it was going to be at least done by now. Um, but with our construction company and all the details, unfortunately, it's not going to really start until probably within the next couple of weeks. We are doing a full kitchen remodel. We live in a condo, and it was built in like 1980. So there's tons of upgrades that we need to do. But um, we're going to be replacing all of our flooring, all of our doors, a couple windows, doing a full kitchen remodel. So it's going to be a lot of work, probably take 2 to 3 months. But we did hire a company. That is one thing that we did so that we wouldn't have to at least deal with that part.
Yeah, so we're renovating a house right now, and it's different because we don't live there. It's on the other side of the country. But so you guys haven't even started.
No. I mean, we started some like demo stuff like here and there, but nothing too crazy. It's pretty much going to start when I'm due.
So are you guys committed to doing it now though? Was there any like, oh, we should just wait on this?
Yeah, so when I got pregnant, the alarm bells just started going off in my head because we've been wanting to remodel for a while now. We just haven't like done the initial work. But as soon as I got pregnant, the next day I was like, we need to remodel now. I was like, because we just, I can't imagine living in this condo where everything has carpet and imagine cleaning it up after a baby and our sink in our kitchen just isn't big enough for anything. So I couldn't imagine having I know we'd make it work, but I couldn't have it imagine having like a super functional and easygoing process with this house with a newborn. So we're just trying to get this done as soon as possible so that once the baby gets a little older, things are a little more manageable.
Okay, and we'll definitely have you back for a check-in after the birth because there's always a good story there somewhere.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Do you have any advice for the ladies out there?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I think if you're an aerialist and you're pregnant, try your best to do what you can, but really listen to your body. If your body is telling you you can't do something that day, just accept that and do something for yourself because that is the most important thing, to take care of yourself and your baby, and it will make you feel better in the long term. So that's my biggest advice.
Have you gotten any negativity coming from people about training while you're
Oh,
pregnant?
yeah, it's been yeah, I've had a couple of comments. Most of the comments are very positive. But I had a couple of comments where right off the bat someone was like, you won't be able to do straps now that you're pregnant. You have to switch to silks. And I was like, I don't actually train silks, so that would not make a lot of sense for me to do that. And I feel pretty confident that I know my body now and I know what I'm capable of and my limits. And I'm just going to continue to listen to my body till I can. And I've been able to do a modified form of straps training this entire time. So with no negative consequences. So I think that um, that advice was very poorly placed. um, but other than that, the general consensus is people are very supportive of me continuing my training.
So more so from inside the community than outside. How about people on the outside who don't know anything about it?
I had a couple, it's more of like the I hope you're careful comments, like please be careful. And it's like, yeah, like I
Like you
think
know what you're saying. You don't really know what you're asking
yes,
when
yeah,
you say be careful because you don't know what makes it safe or not.
right. And I think, being an aerialist for almost 8 years now, it's like I become very attuned with my body and how it feels and knowing where my limits are. And, I just say, thanks, I appreciate you caring. But in the end, it's like, I feel pretty confident. I know what I'm doing. My doctor says it's okay. Um, as long as I'm medically good to go, like that's all I really care about. So,
So there was one comment I got when I was in my third trimester and had nothing to do with Ariel. And I, to this day, like, when you replay a situation, you wish you just punched the person in the face. But,
mhm.
you know, that's not like the reaction I've been trained to have as a woman, right?
Mhm.
But I was walking down the street, visibly super, super pregnant. And this older white dude says to me, "Well, smile."
Oh my God.
And I was like, I will kill you.
How dare. Oh my
How
goodness.
dare you?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would have just,
No, sent me through the roof.
yeah, same. I would have reacted the same. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just, even if I wasn't pregnant, that's still wrong. That's like, am I walking down the street telling you to smile, grumpy old man? No.
No. Yeah,
Why is it why do I need to be happy for you? Like, I don't understand where that, yeah. No, I understand where it comes from. I just, yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I will say I did get a very strange Facebook message once from someone random I haven't even seen in like years and years. But they felt very so inclined to send me like this delivery horror story, basically, about like some woman who had a baby in the South that her delivery didn't go well at all and the baby was hurt. And I was like, why would you send me this? We don't even talk. Like, what is the point of you sending me this article about a terrible delivery process? Like, I'm in my third trimester. I want to only hear things that worked for people and, you know, things that are positive, and so I can get into that mindset and get prepared for labor and delivery. But it's just interesting what people feel compelled to say to you or share with you when you're pregnant.
You are Chinese? Are you full Chinese?
No, I'm actually full Korean.
Oh, you're Korean.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a lot of cultural stuff that comes in from your family members when it comes to having a baby?
Not so much. Even though I am I'm the first person in my like small immediate family that was born in the United States. My parents were born in Korea and they moved over here. They are heavily Americanized. They are just happy at the fact that I am pregnant at all. And like they haven't really imposed any kind of cultural, traditions on me too much. I think the only thing that's really interesting about having a baby with Korean culture is that once you do have the baby, they count your first 100 days with the baby, because during the Korean War, it was very rare for a baby to survive past the 100 days. And so when the 100-day, I guess, anniversary comes, they do like a big celebration celebrating, oh, the baby survived, the baby's doing well and thriving. So that might be something that my parents would want me to do.
I thought that was only Chinese. That's Chinese too.
Oh, is it?
It is,
Oh,
yeah.
very cool.
I didn't realize it was Korean. I thought it was Chinese, and now I'm learning something new.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, that's. Oh, she wanted me to tell you while you're speaking that she is half Chinese and half black.
Oh, wow. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, we went to go dim sum the other day, like a couple weeks ago, and with all like in Monterey Park, like in LA, where it's like Chinese community, and I was like, this is your Chinese side. And then every Sunday she goes to church with her papa, and it's a black church. And
Well,
and your papa plays drums there, right? He's a musical director.
yeah, and then he picks me up downstairs.
Yeah, and you have Sunday school with the teacher. And that's the other side of culture, your cultural stuff.
How to see Dolly, because or something, she maybe moved to a new house or something.
Oh, yeah, your Sunday school teacher has not been around. Yep. You know, when I first started this, she was only like a year old. A year, and she's now 4.
Oh, wow.
So she went from just like goo goo gaga to full interruption.
She loves to chat.
Yeah, you love talking. What would you like to say to the listeners, Bean?
Goo goo gaga.
Goo goo gaga. Crissy, I wish you so much good vibes in the
Thank
next
you.
4 weeks, 5 weeks.
You have so much time because I want more time in this video.
You have plenty of time. You're the star. And then I'll check in with you maybe after your fourth
I want more
trimester.
time in this video.
You want more time. I know. Maybe after 3 or 4 months have gone by, or even more probably. And
Sure.
check in on how everything went. We love the before and the after.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted on everything on my, because I will be stopping coaching for a while, so we'll see how that goes, and then the remodel and all that good stuff.
You have a lot going on.
I know. Jeez Louise.
And you have a job. I didn't have a job. I mean, this is my job.
Yeah. Well, luckily I get paid maternity leave, which is very hit or miss at a lot of places in the US. So I'm very grateful that I have that at my job.
Are you, do you have siblings?
I do. I have an older brother and an older sister. My sister is 8 years older than me. My brother's 10 years older, so they're off doing their own thing.
Do they have kids?
So my brother has stepkids that
Oh,
he
okay.
takes care of. And then my sister, she does not have kids.
Okay, so this is the first grandchild for your parents.
Yep, yep. And
That's
that is why
exciting.
they're very excited.
Yeah, okay. And you're the baby.
I am the baby.
The baby's having a baby.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to say goodbye to Crissy?
Yeah, bye.
You want to say thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Goo goo gaga.
Goo goo gaga indeed.
Yeah, and you and I are going to get this syringe of disgusting medicine and slowly drink it, okay?
No.
Yeah, or else you can't do anything fun in your life. You have to do that first.
Oh, okay.
All right. Crissy, good vibes. Good vibes.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, Carrie.
We
I
will
really
miss you.
appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Crissy, I am so excited for you. Can't wait to meet this bundle of joy, baby boy, and giving you all the good vibes. Yeah, we can't wait. All right, my friends, check out Roll It Out, Aero Rehab, teacher training, all the courses I have on wrapyourheadaroundsulks.com. Check out Greener Grass, a podcast with Kelly McVeigh. We talk about a lot of broad topics, a lot of women's empowerment, and just how we get through our week and juggle and balance the scales on our lives with kids. All right, my friends, please honor me with a 5-star rating and review. It helps so much. Reach out if you think you'd be great for the podcast, or if you know somebody that'd be great. At Carrie We Won on Instagram, or at Carrie at wrapyourheadaroundsulks.com is my email address. Over and out, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And have an amazing week. I'll see you guys next time. This is Lisa Hairless.